Hello, good day. It is I, your host, Lord Valderox, here with some more Fate Grand Order. As the title indicates, as I believe it should, it's my first live stream. I'm not expecting any slack, so if I make any mistakes, any apologies in advance. In any case, though, as the title indicated, and in the description, I will be doing some more casual farming. This time around, though, if you've been keeping up with my past videos, there's still a couple that I have yet to upload. And I'm working on that. Hopefully within the next couple of days or so. I may change my mind, but it's probably this side. So, as you may have already watched, I've acquired most of the essential materials that I need for my servants. Sorry about that. Namely the lanterns in question, 38 now. Also the gears, 30. Could have gone for more gears, but kind of stuck there. And the other material that we can't be forgetting, I believe, is the bones. Although I think the bones I pretty much considered forfeit. And then same with the hearts. I was attempting to farm for hearts, but no cigar. So this is where we're at right now. At the moment, anyways. In any case, though, let us commence the farming. We have a couple of hours before. Well, I'm assuming it'll go under maintenance. Although, because it's just a banner, it may just refresh itself. Who knows? So, let us continue. As I mentioned multiple times, usually my go-to for servants is one that has a limit broken practices. Mostly because, well, I'd rather have that 100% than a meager 75%. Let's be honest here, folks. We're farming, we're going all the way, a partial way. Alright then, let's see. You'll have to forgive me. Just wanted to check something. So, as I'm sure many of you already know, the next upcoming battle will be able to pull for, what was it, Amakusa Shiro and Astolfo. I laugh because secretly I know everyone wants to pull for Astolfo. Don't get me wrong, it's not to say that Amakusa isn't popular either. I'm sure there are plenty of other people out there that want to pull for him as well. Yeah. Let's be real here. We almost got a Astolfo. Well, for me, as I mentioned multiple times, I don't think I talked much about pulling for Amakusa. Mainly because I already have a ruler, Joan of Arc, and she's already MP5. Although, when you compare them side by side, they play different roles. What roles, you may ask? Well, for starters, Amakusa is more of the offensive ruler, and I say that primarily because of his noble phantasm. As of right now, from Fate Grand Order for North America, anyways. I'm not saying you should pull for him if you already have Joan of Arc. No power to you want to pull for him. I personally will be playing for Amatista as well, and I'm more likely than not will reserve some quartz for Tesla. I don't really want to play for Tesla again, seeing as how last time I already played for Tesla, it ended in complete failure. If I had started making live stream videos back then, he would have seen the amount of course I've spent just trying to get him. And I'm not prepared to go through the same process again. I say that to some extent, but let's face it here. Maybe I might just go a little whale, not too much. As for how many copies I'll get of Amatista, probably when the battle comes out, I'll just go for the 1 copy. And when Tesla's turn comes along with Amatista, if I get another copy, sure, I guess I'll be satisfied. But I don't know how I feel. And I say that mainly because after the amount of quartz I spent on Tesla, I really don't want to spend another 1,000 quartz for it just to get Tesla again. I'll only probably throw maybe 300 quartz at him. That's if I really feel motivated to throw that many quartz. Seeing as how I don't know how many Amakusa's gonna need, I really need to go in mentally prepared with the idea that I'm not going to receive them at all. And it's not the first time I've done that for a servant. I believe I did that for, it was... not near a bride. I think it was for Frankenstein, but again, when it came around the time for Frankenstein, I got molded, I think, in the first 30. And that just kind of left me, And I believe it took me 5 more 10 rolls after that, and then I finally got my first copy of Frankenstein. Again, don't get me wrong, it was no awesome at all. But I had to buy another packet of quartz. And I believe after buying that packet of quartz, I still had 1 or 2 more 30s, or 2 more 10 rolls collection. And I said, why not? Do another one and see what I get. And I didn't expect to get a normal Mordred, but I did. And I was like, that's nice, I guess. Again, not too bad. Some people who love and adore Mordred, but I already have too many savers. As you've already seen probably with my previous videos, I already have Shiki at MP3. Wasn't really trying to go for any MP levels, just a couple of the craft essences, just to make... Oh, nice, we got another lantern. Sorry about that. Just to get another couple more craft essences, which, again, off stream, I did some more pulls in during this banner. And... no, about that, sorry. And then got another of the 5-star craft essence. So now I have 2 of these. One that's limit broken and one that's not limit broken. So, more power to me, I guess. But this is as far as I'll go for anything else in this banner. Anything else as far as the summons will go, I really had nothing else I want to pull from this because I'm pretty much done. I'm gonna go in with this amount of quartz, although Well, going into the next daily login bonus, I think I'll have over 280 quartz, maybe 281, since we'll be getting 2 quartz. I think it's that time. Maybe just 1 more quartz. Doesn't really matter. I guess if I have any advice out there for anyone else that's playing right now, well, I guess it would be more suggestions, because I don't expect anyone to follow it. Regardless though, right now, if you're done with the event, no, okay. If you're still not done with the event, you still got another, 2 more hours before the event ends. For those of you that are on my friend list, I'm not sure if any of you are watching my videos, but take full advantage of my supports and their limit breaking processes, especially depending on which stages you need to take down and tackle. And again, that's only and if you want to at least get all copies of Shiki. Well, if you guys are also monitoring the Fate Grand Order Japanese version, the original one, you'll know that Japan got a rerun of this event already. That's 2 years down the line. That's if you're willing to wait 2 years for another chance at Shiki, which I think many of you are not. Seeing as how 2 years down the line, well, some of you might be. So I won't make the call. But anyways, continuing on. For those of you that are still running this event, take full advantage of the servants on your friends list that have a limit breaking practices. Sorry about that. The more you can farm out of this event, the better too as well, if you're doing what I'm doing as well. I'm focusing right now, primarily, I guess you could call it QP/Lantern. Since the current places we have to farm for lanterns don't have a really great drop rate for them. They're okay, but they're not that great. But again, there's other places that you can also consider farming, depending on what you need as well. So this is the Mordred, or I believe is it Mordred? Yes, Mordred. Or was it? I don't know what other character it could possibly be. But it was the one with the dolls, the mechanical dolls. They had a fair drop rate on the gears. At least that's what I'd like to think anyways. Getting too distracted here. My apologies. We're pretty much wrapping up this event. We really have nothing else to do besides farming. At least that's one of my recommendations. Or you can leave the nodes and just go back to regular farming outside of this event, because there's 2 things to prepare. Well, depending on how you view your priorities, there's few things to prepare for and already prepared for. If you're a whale, then you're pretty much set. You don't really need to do much. However, if you're not a whale and you're more strictly a free-to-play player, my suggestions to you are as simple and as follows. For starters, within the next week we'll be having another, I guess you'd call it, event. I mean, this particular event, I'd say it's going to be a difficult event. There's no other way to describe it. You're going to be in for a lot of pain if you're not well prepared for this. No, a couple of people out there have done some videos on how to properly prepare for this event if you're a free-to-play player. Again, there's only so much preparation you can do. And in some cases, even if you have the servants, you may not necessarily have it would be the craft essences to back them up. And for that matter, you don't necessarily have high-level servants, but plenty of craft essences. And when it really boils down to it, you only have your friend supports at times to support you. Okay, you don't necessarily have a support. With that being said, though, it's imperative that you take advantage of the next week and just pretty much focus on either, again, depending on what your needs are. If you're short on QP right now, when you're in these last few hours of the event, well, again, it depends on if you have the right craft essences, because if you see right now, I've done, I believe, what is it, only 2 rounds, and that totals up to 40 QP in a sense. Running it side by side with the other, if you were to do the 40 daily for QP, I already had 2,200,080 QP, which is a lot more than you would get in a single run, even with the Mona Lisa Limit Broken Craft Essence, because there are times where even when you run the daily, you get less than 1 million QP. So right now, again, if you have the right craft essences, you can be farming for QP. That's if you need QP. Another thing I could recommend is if you don't want to do any QP or farming for items, and again, just stick to the dailies. You need XP cards right now, depending on what servants you have in your roster to raise. You got the Assassin, you got the Lancer going up, and if you need Ascension materials or skill gems, you got the Rider Day today going on as well. I believe tomorrow you'll have Caster. And I'm going to say for tomorrow, you'll either have Archer Caster, or it'll be Saber Rider. You'll get one of the two. So prioritize your needs above all else. Especially, you've got very little to work with. There's very little room for error that you can make within the next coming week. That's again if you want to participate in the event. If you're not really participating in the event seriously, then don't stress yourself over it. It's just an event. That and it's another banner, I guess you could say, with another new servant. But nothing new, I guess you could say. They wouldn't have a new servant. Maybe some, free items. That's if you can complete the nodes as well. Me personally, though, I feel I should be okay. Most of my servants have their skills raised past level 4. Well, though, I guess that depends on which servants you're looking at as well. I guess a little break, I guess you could say, from the typing the quest. Let's say we were to look at skills, right? Just strictly at skills for the servants. I wish that my Okita was MP2. If I ever was making rolling videos, you would see my core attempts at trying to get an MP2 Okita, but only managed to score another Altera in the process. But her skills are still up there. They're not as high as they should be. And I could raise the skill, but I'm still waiting to see if there's any other servants that could take full advantage of the Chaos Claw. And then right here, the feathers. Again, same problem. Chaos Claws, more Chaos Claws, and feathers. I can't touch the feathers because they're needed for Ascension right now. And then Altera, the same problem. Chaos Claws. The only other servant that doesn't have this problem would be Artoria. But again, that's in her later levels. Skaha, again, same problem, though inverse situation. Instead of needing Paw, she needs Heart of the Foreign Gods, and I am not touching those hearts. Those are strictly for J Alter from when she arrives, and she will arrive, mark my words. Confidence in my tone, huh? And then I guess if we're looking over at Drake, I suppose it could raise right now one of her skills, which would have to be Pioneer of the Stars, the X, over Golden Rule. Because let's face it, Pioneers of the Stars increase your MP gauge and apply Ignore Invincible, plus gain crit stars. The higher the level, the more crit stars you gain. This skill I could essentially ascended. I would need one more bone, but again I would dip it into the funds of the lanterns. And I don't really want to do that right now. Not until I guess to at least 42 lanterns. That's when I can. No, sorry. Right now I could dip into that so long as I don't drop below 32 lanterns. Is what I want to say. Looking at other servants, let's see. There's also Tamamo. I could raise that skill, but again, I would need to pass the threshold of 32 lanterns. So in order to consume 10 lanterns, I need at least 42 lanterns before I can use that. I'll probably end up raising her skill, just because. And then Waver. Waver. I would raise his skill one more time, but I'm fresh out of Tempest. Yes, 207 skill points. So it probably doesn't compare to what other whales have. And then I could raise his middle school tactician's advice one level, but again, dip into the heart funds right there. Maybe when the next event comes out, I'll probably use some hearts and Waver's skill. But then after that, if I can't get any more feathers, then I would at least have to get. Let's see, I need 7 feathers to spare for Nero, so I'd have at least 4 feathers left over, which means I need to get 16 feathers. That's if the event provides them, but I think we might be only be getting 10 feathers, so I'll have to farm feathers elsewhere. And then if we're not looking at that, we also have Vlad. Vlad is one of the servants I want to focus on, primarily because he is essential to my current arts team. I had wished I'd gotten Nero Bride because she would have been another fun addition to the team, but no Nero Bride, at least not until Nero Fest comes back again later in the year. I will try for her again and I will get her. But I might consider raising some of Vlad's skills, maybe right now. I'm considering more so this skill right here. I believe it's called Morph Seek. I want to prioritize his defense above all else, especially in this upcoming event because it's a very difficult event and I want him to survive. Can't always be relying on Tamamo for the heals too. Even though I believe, what is it? Her third skill now, Fox Sweating. It'd be nice if I could have her at max, but I got that to work with. Joan of Arc. Oh yes. With her, it's just skill gems and such. And I don't have the present skill gems at the moment. So I think even if I do get Amakusa Shiro, his skills are probably going to be stuck at also 555 as well. That's if I have the red gems and blue gems to spare, which I'm pretty sure I do. And then, here we are again, Orion. Orion, I could raise your skill up one more level, but again, that's dipping into the Hearts one, and I think this is the more essential skill. I don't know why I raised this one. Oh no, now I know why. Apply special attack male for yourself. This can do some serious damage to some of the male servants we're going to be encountering in the next week or so. And Shiki. If I was really dedicated to Shiki, I probably could have raised her skill one more level, so the success of her skill would hit a lot more often than not. But that's where it is, unfortunately. Same with this, I can't really touch that because I would need one more feather. Not in this Saber gems. I don't know if anyone's watching this, but I'm live streaming from the app on my phone, so if there's any chat going on, I don't know how to view it. Give me a second though. There might be a way to view it. Or maybe not. Nope. Nope. I think there's a way for me to view it on here. Not that I can see. Oh, okay, there it is. 0 watching. Well, ain't that painful. That's fine though. Looks like I'm going 26 minutes and running though. Anyways, enough distractions though. Yeah, that's most of the settings there. I decided to spend some of my gears on Emiya's last skill as well. Could have gone for more gears and I probably could have raised the scope a little more. Seeing as how I feel like I have to rely on him more than Gilgamesh, because unfortunately Gilgamesh, at least my Gilgamesh, while he may boast a strong offense, because of his MP level, I can't rely on his MP. Granted, he can charge his MP fairly well if it's just for himself. His skills, again, like I said, would be nice. I'd probably actually even raise that skill right there, or even this one here. But I don't want to touch the Void Studs yet. At least not yet anyways. I recall at one point having over 200 Void Studs, and now I'm measly 25. Call it what you like, but Void Studs are probably the more rare materials, or at least harder to get materials now. And let's not forget Karna. Again, would raise his skill, and I'd be right there at the doorstep, but this is where we're at right now anyways. Anyways, continue on. Just missing I guess you could call it.
そろそろ
Kyle, do you have that little broken contestants? No, you don't. But you do have a little right, though. I will get my nail bride one day. Oh, so much fun. Anya will go with yours. I'm too distracted here, so. There's really nothing else I can recommend that comes to mind. At least. I want to say that. Looking at camera command, which is pretty obvious. but set it so that you have one near full AP at the finish of this, I guess you call it, if you do have an update. Simulate 3 hours. Probably not though. I think it might be just a simple transfer. Is what I want to call it anyways.
やれやれ。行くよ。黙りなさい。そこだ。や。死になさい。黙りなさい。いいわよ。黙りなさい。シャー。ええ、あいついいわよ。そこだ。ええ、いいわよ。あいつ無様ね。吐き気がする。
I should blame Carmelo. Carmelo had more cards on there than anyone else. This is only going to eliminate the main enemy and do some damage.
いいわ。とてもいいわね。黙りなさい。すべては幻想のうち。ファントムメイデン。たまらん。
Nice, one more lantern. I will probably end up continuing until I run out of AP, give or take. Nice tick circle, you raised your Shiki skill all the way up there. Yeah, just something across the board. That's a good one. Go ahead with that tick circle, we'll put 0 out there.
人使いの荒いやつだ。やれ、黙りなさい。そこだ。やれ、あいつ黙りなさい。いいわよ。無様ね。切る、行くよ、切るね。解体するよ。いいわよ。行くよ。やれ。死になさい。シャー。そこだ。
So close. Okay.
やれやれ。行くよ。なんだよ。
Dang, I felt like a waste.
そこだ。
Why couldn't that one quit? Nice.
切るに行くよ。子よりは遠く、私たちは炎、雨、成り上がりか。やっ、解体するよ。黙りなさい。すべては幻想のうち。ファントムメイデン。たまらん。
駄なの。
Kind of gone overboard with that one. I dare you to fall again. Alright, looks like it's over now.
ああ、吐き気がする。あいつ。俺の前に立つんじゃない。いい声で鳴くんだ、あなたたち。私の城で聞かせなさい。
Nice. 82 million QP. Not exactly what I used to having from what I had back then, but I'll take what I can get, I suppose. What the? Yes, you did.
解体の時間だよ。切るね。
やれよ。いいわよ。
シャー
黙りなさい。無様ね。黙りなさい。いいわよ。死になさい。
シャー
やれよ。なんだ。
切るね。
いいわよ。
切るね。
黙りなさい。
やっ
あいつ
切るね。
無様ね。
Wasn't really expecting that to happen. That's painful. I'm not gonna whine about it either.
殺しちゃおう。切るね。行くよ。子よりは地獄。私たちは炎、雨、成り上がりか。やっ解体するよ。
I just checked in. Since there's really no one watching my live stream, that's part of the reason why I'm quiet, I guess. But even then, even if people were to be watching, I wouldn't know where to click to, what would be the word, interact? Oh yeah, there you have it, I guess. Huh.
吐き気がするやれあいつ直視俺の前に立つんじゃないそこだ不器用終わりだじゃあな全ては幻想のうちファントムメイデンたまらんいい声で泣くのあなたたち私の城で聞かせなさい
Again, I'm not sure if I mentioned this at any time during the video, but I will consider live streaming my pulls for Shiro Amakusa once the time comes around. Again, it may be at 8 o'clock as soon as we reach the mark, because it could be that we don't necessarily have a patch, since it's just a, what would be the word, switch in banners. Granted, and there's, well, there might be a patch since it will be 1/2 AP. Oh, the other thing, before I forget. For those of you that are free to play and maybe have started off, take this as a big opportunity to catch up on the nodes and complete up to, London. For those of you that are on my friends list and are new, I will switch back my servants to their aforementioned craft essences. What I might end up doing is, I'm sorry about that. I might switch to standard. By that I mean the regular servants that you'll see in the knights and the cavalry classes. Those on there will be, I want to say, mob servants specifically designed for farming? No, sorry. The reverse. No, again, I'm just messing on myself up here. Because before I had a system, I would at least have one of my servants with, let me show you. This, right? Right now as it is, it's, I guess you could call it in event mode. But let's say, take for example, once this event concludes, I may or may not leave, let's say for example, Saber Shiki up there. She's good for farming. But again, it might better off be put Okita on there instead, and with a different craft essences, of course. But Okita is better for boss killing per se. And let's say there might be some nodes in the regular story that you need to complete with boss killers. I know for certain I want to say Lancelot over there, I probably want to keep him there. But then again, someone might need a boss killer like my, let's say, Vlad, right? Vlad, or even Hercules. Hercules will do a pretty damn good job, I can say so. Jack will obviously stay there. I could put Phantom of the Opera, but mine isn't that strong enough to be considered OP, even at MP5. then Tamamo, I could leave her on there. I could swap out Waver instead. In terms of skills, her skills are almost 888, so I'd probably prefer to leave her on there. Could put the book as well. There is really no single target caster I can put on here besides my Media, but my Media, I really, to be honest, haven't focused on her, so I'm ashamed to put her out there as well. Granted, the skills are 6-6, but then that's nothing to be impressed with. Then Drake, well, she's Drake. Can work as a single target or a boss killer, depending on what your needs are. I should really start looking at that. I could put in Anne Bonnie in there, but their, I guess you could say, use is very situational. There's always Santa. To be honest though, I'm being honest here. I'm not trying to be mean, not trying to discourage anyone, but if you just started, there may or may not be a chance you might be able to complete the Tower of Evil, is what they call it, or we'll just call it Edmond Dantes Tower. It will be a very difficult tower. Heck, if I don't go in prepared, one single mistake and I could end up losing, the round. Granted, I can use my command spells, but I'd rather not. I'm sure I got St. Quartz, and that's not a problem. I'd rather avoid using St. Quartz on little mistakes like that. Although that'll probably teach me to actually pay attention to my gameplay style. Anyways, and then there's Scat. I could leave Scat on there for Lancer killing. As you've all seen maybe in my previous videos, Scat does a pretty good job of killing. And I even put Ku up there, and he does an even decent job of killing just as much as Shishu. And he has an evade that counts for 3 hits individually. As long as he's not the one that's being targeted, of course. He tends to stick around. What else? Karna, I guess I could leave it there. He's from mobbing though. Archer! This is one of those that's very situational. Orion, right now she stands, I want to say she's stronger than Uriel, for sure. But as far as mob archers go, there's Nobu. She isn't quite at level 80 yet, so I can't have her substitute Enya yet. And Enya can't be substituted by Gil because he does more damage than Gil at MP5. Versus Gil, I believe my Gil only does like 14,000 damage to 15,000 damage. Even on an effective enemy, he only hits 30k. Whereas Enya, he can hit anywhere between, on regular I think it's 30k to, on a super effective, 60k. And then there's Adelante. Adelante, I believe she's MP... 2 was it, or MP3? MP3. He's getting there. Whoops. Anyways, so yeah. I could be the servants primarily mob-based, but I kind of feel when it comes to certain nodes, it's probably better to have a single target boss killer. So I may end up swapping them out. And then in the case of Joan of Arc, actually no, I mean in some cases too, the Craft Essences as well, because usually my staple is the boss killers at least have Kaleidoscope on ready to go, so they just need a little bit to charge up. Or Imaginary Element, because we all know I only had 3 Kaleidoscopes, with this one nearing its max ascension as soon as I get another one. Who knows, we might get another one during the Shiramakusa banner. I can only hope. And again, as far as leaving Joan of Arc here, I wouldn't mind leaving her because I have a craft essence in mind I could put on her, but that's also I want to limit break it as well, and that happens to be this one right here. Vessel of the Sun. Apply immunity to debuffs. I want to say that stun counts as a debuff, so it should help her. It's for 3 times. Anyways, no more distractions. Let's finish off the rest of this AP and be on our way. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Why is... I can't believe everyone else's luck. Well, no, I say that and I don't envy it because technically I do have my own fair share of luck in terms of the gacha and then managed to pull 3 seasons. Tempted to pull another one. No, not really. No, not really. That's a nice Kentucky you have there, Kentucky Fried Chicken. 10-10-6. I just start putting more value in my berserkers, but whenever I use them, they tend to always be the first ones to be killed. The only one that role doesn't apply to as much is probably Ryan, because he has defense up.
だから全ては無駄なの。なんだ。行くよ。あいつ。黙りなさい。死になさい。いいわよ。無様ね。あいつやれよ。なんだよ。不器用は終わりだ。じゃあな。黙りなさい。無様ね。死になさい。
How's that happening, man?
黙りなさい。
切るね。いく。解体するよ。
disagree.
いいわ。とてもいいわよ。いいわよ。ええ。すべては幻想のうち。ファントムメイデン。たまらん。だからすべては無駄なんだ。
I never should have touched a Carmilla twice. And this could have been over with.
キル子よりは違って私たちは炎、雨、成り上がりだ。
Those of you that are going to be watching the video of this afterwards,
解体するよ。
I don't know what to say. Think of watching it again? I suppose there wouldn't be a notification. Maybe there would be one. If you subscribe is what I was saying. I never got messed again. Okay, I guess.
ああ、
キルよ。
吐き気です。やれ。俺の前に立つんじゃない。
思う存分解体させてね。
Two more lanterns, nice. I believe that I can say with some certainty now we can at least raise a skill. Depending on which servant I want to raise their skill, though, that's a whole different story. In any case, though, let's go visit the
いらっ
patient.
しゃい。
So, let's see. That's right, Tamamo. Or Tamamo. I could raise her skill and I'd still have 34 lanterns left over. I wouldn't necessarily mind doing that. However, though, I don't think there's another servant. No, I don't think Vlad needs lanterns. He just needs calls right there. I don't really mind spending calls on him right there. I do wonder what he needs afterwards. Well, like I said, I don't mind, so let's go ahead. We have the QP to spend. What else is it going to be used for anyways? I don't really mind. Let's go ahead again. Huh. Bones. I don't think anyone has a priority on bones right now that I've made to my mind, so let's go ahead. Again. And this is where we stop. 54 more bones and 48 void stars. As much as I would love to continue, this is as far as my bladder will go. I think I spent a pretty good chunk of it QP too. I went down by a significant amount. Go to rewards.
都会の夜は長いけど。
Now, this
Hi,
doesn't begin to
hi.
cover what I spent. What were we at, folks? I think it was like 83 million QP. Look at that, in just a quick amount, we dropped nearly almost 20 million. 20 million, just raising a skill a couple of times. And that was just one skill too. Imagine having to go through all three of his skills. So now Vlad's 484, so he's a little bit more competitive with his other fellow servants. Then I could raise waivers to 8. But I'd be dipping into the hard things. You know, right now I don't really feel like doing that. Tamamo, though, I guess we could go ahead and raise your skill. That way it's all the same across the board. Ooh, that took a huge chunk of my QP. Well, I am prepared for this after all. Somewhat. Well, there's other servants in mind that I had in mind for raising their skills, such as the book. Actually, no, I could have raised those, but I needed more Yggdrasil seeds. But again, those were autonomy. Over here, I could raise the book skills. Primarily the defense one. Anyways, I think she's gonna need more lanterns afterwards. Let's see if we can get more lanterns from this last round. Again, I'm not expecting much. Kick Circle, I think you have the Kratos? Yes. Let's use someone else's. Good night. Do you have a limit broken Kratos? No. Good job, The Knight. Good job. Focus on your other servants too. I need all the support you can get besides support servants. Help your servants out too. There's a meteor. Let's see. Couple rushes. Don't have a limit broken. Good job. Do you have a limit broken? No. Shadow Walker. No. No one else has a Kratos limit broken? No, you probably did it. Okay, curiosity question. Did you get another sheep? Empty one. Well, I can tell you really love Shiki. I think you were one of the first people on my friends list to have a Shiki, besides myself. Good job on Jakku, by the way. Really good job. Orion as well. Definitely with your waiver too. 5, 8, 10. Your Tamamo even better. 7, 8, 10. Your Shiki 6, 6, 6 across the board. At least, let's see what Shiki has the Kratos we need. Go! And this will probably conclude the stream. I could use Quartz, I guess, if you really wanted me to, if anyone else was on here to actually be watching, but it says 0 are watching, so I'm not really going to use the Quartz if no one else is going to advocate for my use of it, besides myself. I just need to check something. I just had a curiosity to check something. I don't know what you would call it. Yet. Okay, I see. A little bit delayed, I guess I would call it. Just, I guess you can see monitoring my own live stream while I'm playing this game as well. Let's see. No distractions though.
あいつ無様ね。そこだ。ええ、いいわよ。あいつ無様ね。やれやれ。なんだよ。
行くよ。
そこだ。
切る。行くよ。シャー。解体するよ。
God damn it, I didn't mean to press that. Oh, damn.
行くよ。切るね。こよりは地獄。私たちは炎、雨、成り上がりだ。解体するよ。切るね。
俺の前に立つんじゃない。そこだ。いいわ、いいわよ。すべては幻想のうち。ファントムメイデン。たまらん。無様ね。
思う存分解体させてね。
Wow, that about concludes the stream, I guess you could say. I mean, the only thing I can do right now is just, what, discuss strategies and such? But does anyone really want to hear me talking?
ガランの塔へよ。はいはい、お疲れさん。
The other thing I could do, again, I said, was use a Saint Quartz. Rank up quest. I haven't tackled any of them because my servants are max stage 4 ascension, with the exception of maybe Martha. And without that, interludes, I still have to do with Artorias and Babbage, or as I like to call Cabbage. Aside from that, though, I think that's Mirrors. Yes. I believe there's only two left, and that belongs to Jekyll Hyde and, yes, Paracelsus von Hohenheim. So there you have it, folks. Pretty much all done with the event. I could and another quartz if I really wanted to, but I'm trying to make everything count, and that, I guess you could say, for argument's sake, I would technically, I could get the quartz back, actually, probably. No one gives a quartz here. No, take that back, can't get back the quartz. Yeah, we're pretty much done here, I guess. Anything else I could say is, let's see. Skills are pretty much accounted for. With 34 lanterns, I guess I could... No, before that. Oops. Brain's gonna need 12, so that brings us down to 22 lanterns. Fran's gonna need 8, so that brings us down to now 14 lanterns. Nero, even though you can't see it, she's gonna need 8 plus 4, that's 12, so that brings us down to 2 lanterns left. I don't think we can do much with 2 lanterns on the side. The only thing I guess I could do with the next week or so is probably farm for XP cards. Maybe. Because as far as acquiring Ascension materials, that's out of the question. I have most, or at least a fair amount of Ascension materials. Don't think I could use some more, I guess, besides leveling up the lower level servants. No one comes to mind is Yo-Yo. But again, we don't have any place to farm hearts besides dailies, and the dailies are not always kind to me. And with that, I'm missing Joshua's reaching out and Chaos Claws. I guess I could get some more XP cards for Saber Shiku. I mean, for Assassin Shiku, or Phantom of the Opera, but no, I don't have any more bones again. It's a required amount. You can't touch those gears. And same goes with Hans. Faber. And gears. Pretty much all the lower level servers that I have will at least need one thing or another. Medius and Hurricane 2 hearts as well. There's really not much else I can do yet. I'm not touching those horseshoes. I guess I could touch them once for the last while. I think we're pretty much done. I guess I could focus on what? Beowulf? Mr. Cumhill right there. I don't really have any other things I could raise. Let's conclude the stream now. Again, there's really no one watching at the moment, so thank you for those that watch the video later, I guess. And if by any chance someone happens to catch my live stream of my pulls, thank you, I guess. I will probably live stream later. Again, it might be within the next hour or so. It could be, I don't know, within the next 4 hours, give or take. But this is where we're ending the stream. Again, thank you for watching my live stream. Another correction. Thank you for watching my video, since no one's watching the live stream. I will see you all in my next video, where I'll be doing my pulls for Shiro Amakusa. Prepare once again for the salt. Or then again, for all I know, I could be lucky and get Amakusa within the next... Let's see, if I recall my first video... I don't recall my first video. I want to say I got Saber Shiki within the first, what was it, 3 temples? Yeah, it might have been 3 temples. Or if anything, it might have been the first 4 temples, and then after that I did a ticket off stream and I got another one, and I decided to do another world video, and then I got Saber Shiki again. Sometimes that's just how the way the gacha works. Anyway, folks, good luck if you're still wrapping up the event. We still got a little under an hour. If you have to. Again, I don't recommend it. I don't highly advise it, but that's only if you're trying to complete this event. Because remember, in order to get at least one copy of Shiki, you have to complete room, was it 504? And then after that, all the rooms above that are just for farming purposes. But again, if you want to get at least one copy, or at least one copy, 504. And then everything else, just, you know, you don't need to. You can, but you don't need to. I mean, all these items are nice and all, but again, you can, but you don't need to. Focus on the main objective at hand. Yeah, because that's difficult. 20 Rapunzels, it won't unlock right away. 40 evil servants you probably could do, but it only unlocks each and every time you defeat evil servants. So that might be the next easiest one. But again, then you'd have to defeat 40 individuals, evil servants. Clean rule number 1. Complete 90 missions. Yeah. Because clearly here, everything else here, again, you can only do this for farming purposes, not so much, I mean so much as to complete one quest, again, same request. This is nice but not needed, this is nice but not needed, this is nice but not needed, this is nice but not needed. Again, I mean, same with essential materials, nice but not really all that needed unless of course you want to. Same with the gems, it's all nice but don't pressure yourself to get all this stuff. Yeah, don't stress over don't stress out over events. If you burn yourself out to become a completionist, you won't enjoy this game as much as you'd like to. But again, that's my only little opinion on this. It's better that you folks enjoy yourselves and have fun with the game. And granted, some people use their money to ease up on the challenge of the game, but again, there's some people that still play with 3-star servers, and granted, it'd be nice if you have a 4-star server because they're more likable. The 3 stars also get the job done too. Believe it or not, I used to be free to play as well. It wasn't until like my attempt at the gacha multiple times where I saved up and I said, forget this. Again, I made that choice. Anyways though, folks, now we conclude the stream. We'll be back again. You take care. 1 hour left. No pressure. And my recommendation, as I said before, save up your AP for free to play because as soon as this event concludes, we'll have the half AP for completing the main missions. And I'd say focus all your AP on completing the main missions because you only have a week to get there. You might as well make that week count. Reaching London and completing London. It should be fairly easy to complete, especially if you're really brand new because your AP pretty much feels like boop, 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 just like that. At least that's what my friend said. You take care, folks. I'll see you all in my live stream for kids. This is Lord Outlaws. Have a good evening.